and that which remaineth over, lay it up for to be kept until the morning.
He said to do what?
Lay it up for to be kept until the morning.
So he said to lay it up to kept on which morning? Which Sabbath morning? So the sister come here just now and you had actually say, is this Sabbath? I had to eat. So what was the instructions? Sister, I could come and take out 2 minutes. What is the instruction, sis Felicia, that the Most High gave to you to do what? So you could eat on the Sabbath. You see how simple all this? You can't tell me God will love we as a people, sister. You see this simple commandment? You understand that, Felicia? See, you're going to learn something here, Jeremy. So you learn, this is not the image of Christ, but that is a black man with woolly hair, right? You learn about Christ, he coming back to save our people and whatever, right? Now you're going to learn about the Sabbath. Give me Exodus chapter 20. I'm going to go Exodus 20 and verse 8 first, and then you will give me the Exodus 16, right? So you're going to learn about the Sabbath. Because, sis, what is your name too? What's your name? Felicia? Alright, Felicia, you will learn this today. Read.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Sabbath Friday. So if I tell you something, Felicia or Jeremy, if I tell you, remember, what I'm telling all you without telling all you? I'm telling you, is a possibility you might forget.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's why Christ said to say it, read.
Remember.
He said what?
Remember.
Because guess what? He know you're going to forget. Or it's a possibility you might forget. So he said, alright, you sister, remember what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
He said to remember the Sabbath day. Because guess what? What's going on here today? See everybody doing what they're doing and about their own business. Christ said to remember. He put our law there to give Moses and he started with remember because guess what? We're going to be busy doing whatever we want to do. But we won't have time for God. So he say what?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Oh, let's keep the Sabbath day holy, Felicia. By not doing what? Well, say, by not doing no work, right? Watch it. Let me go again. Same thing, right?
6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath day of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son.
So Jeremy, the Lord say you're not supposed to do no work. You're correct. You're correct, sister. No work must be done. But let me find out who mustn't do no work as well. Read.
Nor thy daughter.
So your son shouldn't do no work. Your daughter shouldn't do no work.
Thy manservant.
What is a manservant?
Somebody does work for them.
Correct. Right?
Nor thy maidservant.
No, a maidservant. So let me say you have somebody, you're paying them on the Sabbath, you're hiring somebody to come and cut your grass. You understand? You hire them to come and take care of your baby on the Lord's Sabbath. The Most High say no work. Don't hire nobody to work. You understand? Read on. Like my brother there going and work for KFC. God say no work. Read on.
Nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger.
Stop right there. Why you gonna say cattle? You know why you gonna say cattle? Because guess what? You used to use the ox to do what? To plow the land. So that's why he say now, no work for the cattle and all of the rest. Read on.
Nor thy stranger.
Not the stranger. Now what is the stranger? You know is the stranger?
Somebody you don't know.
Not really, no somebody know. The strangers in the Bible, get that from me. Leviticus. The strangers, 25 I think it is. The strangers in the Bible is considered to be the people outside the nation. For example, the one you watch here so, right? This is the 12 tribes of Israel chart. The forefather Israel or Jacob, his name was changed from Jacob to Israel. And there is 12 sons here. These 12 sons is what bring for the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, which we would fall under the tribe of Benjamin, right? So, the strangers now, Leviticus chapter 25.
Leviticus chapter 25 and verse 35. And if thy brother be waxen poor and fallen into decay with thee, then thou shalt relieve him. Yea, though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with thee.
So your stranger could be your brethren here, who might be sold in servitude to another person just to pay some penny or some recompense or something. And also the strangers, which also you have it. Alright, go ahead. Give me the Exodus now.
Exodus chapter 16 and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord had said,
So the first thing I learn about the Sabbath day is what? And how you just keep it holy? By resting, meaning abstinence or no form of work, right? Then the second day, the next way how to keep the Sabbath day holy. Read.
This is that which the Lord had said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So if I say tomorrow, that means I'm talking on which day? No. I'm talking about the day before. So if I say tomorrow, I'm talking about in the past tense, meaning the day before, the previous day. So let me say, read it again.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So if I say tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath, what day are we speaking about? Correct, Jeremy, correct. So you understand how I get that, right? Read on.
The Lord, unto the Lord, bake that which you will bake today.
The Lord said to do what?
Bake that which you will bake today.
Follow along. What you're going to be baking, on what day you're going to be baking? No, what? What day? What day? Read it from the top. Friday. You understand what I'm saying? So Friday, Felicia. Friday. Come sis, do thing. All the children gonna learn something too. Now I'm talking to everybody here who have a ears to hear. The young children and all. Come. Or you learn something. Today's the Lord's Sabbath. Let me go again. Read.
And sit that way that he will sit.
What is this in here? Come sis, listen. Watch this, right? So we're talking about the Lord's Sabbath day, right? So we're talking about the Sabbath day, right? Here, let me look how we just keep the Sabbath day holy. Read.
Exodus chapter 16 and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord had said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So he's saying tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. So that means you're speaking about the day before, which will automatically be the Friday. Correct. Read on.
Unto the Lord, bake that which you will bake today.
What?
Bake that which you will bake today.
So what are some things we like to bake? Give me some examples. Bread, pastries, what else? Cake, come on. Chicken, macaroni pie, what else we like? Pizza, yeah, right. So you have a list of things the Lord said to do. He said to bake it on what day?
Friday.
The Friday. Read on.
And sit that which you will sit. And that
so you know what sit means, right? Sit is an old English word which simply means to boil. Right? So what are some things we like to boil? Rice, what else? Provision, what? Dumpling, egg. What's on some other things? Give me a list, come. Bring it. Rice, peas, bygone, chicken. You understand? These are things we have to boil. You have to make a stew chicken. You have to, come on. So this boiling sitting going to cooking. So one you're baking and one you're actually cooking. You understand? So boiling comes into cooking, right? So there's some things we will do the day before, which will be the right. Read on.
And that which remaineth over, laid up for to be kept until the morning.
He said to do what?
Laid up for to be kept until the morning.
So he said to lay it up to kept on which morning? Which Sabbath morning? So the sister come here just now and you had actually say, is it Sabbath? I had to eat. So what was the instructions? Sister, I could come and take out 2 minutes. What is the instruction, sis Felicia, that the Most High gave to you to do what? So you can eat on the Sabbath. You see how simple all is? You can't tell me God will love we as a people, sister. You see the simple commandment? You understand that, Felicia? Watch how simple that was. You understand? It was simple. Now give me the next law, Nehemiah. Now watch this. Because the first thing I learn is no work on the Lord's Sabbath day, right? The second law I learn is cook before the day of the Sabbath. So you will have things to eat on the Sabbath. Then we learn a third law on the Sabbath. Read on.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victual.
So the people of the land. Who's the people of the land? Watch around. You see the people of the land. The store owners. Right? That going into them. Let me prove to you why we're talking about the store owners. Read.
And if the people of the land bring any ware or any victuals.
You know what is ware of victuals? Ware of victuals going into things that you could buy. Merchandise. Food. You understand? Clothes, plate, pot, anything you could buy on the Lord's on the thing. Read on.
On the Sabbath day.
On which what?
On the Sabbath day.
So God gave you a specific law on the Sabbath day to do what? not to buy and sell. You what you're buying and you do what you're selling on the Lord's Sabbath. Read it on, finish it.
That we will not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
We would what?
That we will not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
So it have a grand sale on the Sabbath, a clearance day sale on the Sabbath. We should buy it on the Sabbath. What the law say, Jeremiah? Yeah, what the law say? So it have a, yeah, I realize you get distracted. It have a clearance day sale. So courts have a clearance sale on the Lord's Sabbath. Here, what we should we buy it because it have a clearance sale, or should we? What should we do? Why?
Because it's Sabbath.
And guess what? Why we shouldn't buy it? Because guess what?
The Lord say you can't make a buy anything on the Sabbath. You can't look for
Correct. So you understand that. Let me tell you something too. Because you know what I noticed in Trinidad when we talking to people, they tend to tell us that they could keep their Sabbath. You know that is not the case, right? You don't have a Sabbath. You never create anything to have a Sabbath, bro. You understand? You could give me that and you will give me Exodus chapter 20 and verse, I think it's 9 as well. Read.
Back to chapter verse 27. And he said unto them that the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath.
The Sabbath was created for us to rest. Matthew chapter 20. And the latter part, I think it's verse 10. Watch it here. I want you to understand this. Watch it here, sissy. We can't think you won't learn. Read. Exodus 20. Sorry. So this is some laws we teaching for you to understand what? The importance of the Sabbath. Right? Now this is not a day all you create. This is not a day that you create and you say, thankfully shall focus. Read. No, verse 20 and verse 10.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 10. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
I'm reading this over because we missed a part and I want you to get this point here. Read.
Nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant,
Nobody wants to be doing any work on the Lord's Sabbath. They read on.
nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heaven and the earth.
So God created the heaven and earth in 6 days when you read the creation story in Genesis, right? Read on.
The seas and all that is in them, and rested on the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
So God created the Sabbath day. God never said to create your Sabbath. You understand?
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.